What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? My name is David DeFranco, and welcome to a tour of my dad's shed, ham shack, man cave, whatever you want to call it. We just got done eating lunch. And shout out to my friend David Bather. I've known him for years. He texted me the other day saying that it would be cool if I made a video tour of my dad's shed. So we're going to do just that in a moment. But first, Dad can't find his phone.
I gotta find my phone.
So we'll be right back. As soon as he finds his phone, we will start the tour. That's a battery. I swear he loses his phone all the time. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to call this. Like a man cave, ham shack. Because if you look, it actually says ham shack right here. Because my dad loves his ham radio. But it's also like a man cave. Because he's got like his PlayStation 3 back here. Which he never uses. He mostly uses this for his PC. And actually, my dad and I built a gaming PC for him years ago, and he uses it. He doesn't use it for gaming, but he uses it for his work and whatever. So anyway, stay tuned. My dad will be back soon. I swear, guys, he loses his phone so often. Mine is always on me. Mine is always in my pocket or whatever. So here we go. Enjoy. If he ever comes back. I mean, I hope he comes back. There's a lot of stuff to cover.
Good afternoon. Welcome to KC3SXV, transmitting from Strasburg, Pennsylvania. A lot of people, when I first got into this hobby, they said, well, why do you want to do ham radio? You can just pick up your phone. Again, just like when 9/11 happened, nothing was working that day. All communications in that area went totally down because everything was overwhelmed. Okay, ham radio will always work. It's radio to radio and sometimes repeaters. But good definition of this is amateur radio. Thank you. Also known as ham radio, is a popular hobby and service that brings people, electronics, and communication together. People use ham radio to talk across town, around the world, or even into space, all without the internet or cell phones. Yes, I have made contact with the ISS. Really, really cool. It's fun, social, educational, and can be a lifeline during times of need. Then I said, now ask me an intelligent question.
Well said. Oh, that was your thing you were reading?
Well, I found this blurb and I kind of put it together.
Oh, cool.
Because people would make fun of, why do you want to do that? Because
Yeah.
people don't understand. And if everything does go south, and again, I think there's a lot more Europeans doing it because they were a lot closer to World War II than we were, where it really could have went way, way further south than it did. All it takes is one horrible situation to happen. A nuclear bomb, nuclear whatever, and communications is down. And people are going to want to know.
We're currently listening to the Artemis 2.
Yeah, so let me explain it to you people.
And Dad finally found his phone. Only took us like 20 minutes.
It fell down the chair.
Yeah. Classic right there. Just waiting for Dad to stand up, and he will give us a tour.
All right.
Hello,
So
Father.
right now, this is on 2 meters right now. Station W3ND, Whiskey 3 November Delta. This is a station in Harrisburg, and the cool thing about it, since Artemis 2 has gone up in space, we've been hearing the transmissions from them. So I'm going to quiet myself for a minute, and you can listen. Oops. This is the I forget her name on the Artemis 2. This is obviously the female astronaut.
Very cool.
She's talking right now. It's really cool. You can also talk to the that's obviously the weather. We all know that is. I have 2 ISS stations, International Space Station. I can actually you talk on one frequency, which is like 145.80 megahertz, but you receive on the other one, which is 437.8. That's called duplex. That's simplex. You talk in it's 2 different frequencies. Now, this particular radio, which I got 2 years ago, I have a satellite controller which I haven't hooked up yet. It will actually follow all the satellites up there, including the space station, and it will automatically sync onto it. And as the satellites are going overhead, or the ISS is going overhead, it will pan and follow it till it loses it in the horizon. And then I can talk to it back and forth. It's a really, really nice radio.
Very nice.
Very
Expensive,
nice radio.
I'm sure. Right?
Well, I waited till it got on sale, but it was a little bit of money. Yeah. But this is really cool. This is just an edit.
Most of this is expensive, guys. Just as a heads up, all these radios.
Well,
But my dad loves his
if you
hobby.
get into ham radio, this is the old one. This will do 2 meter, 70 centimeter, and HF. HF is where you start to talk to faraway lands. I'm talking to Russia, Ukraine,
It's pretty cool.
quite a few places. And that's this
Let's say, what is the big one over here?
this is the big
From-
HF radio.
Yasu? Is that how you say it?
Yaesu.
Yasu.
Now, right now, I'm listening to terrestrial radio, probably in Florida. This is a religious station I put on now and then.
And it's
This is-
outputting to here, right? Very
Well,
cool.
that's just a display.
Yeah.
It's just a DVI display, so you don't have to look down as you're doing it.
That's cool.
It's very nice. This is a very expensive radio. This was my graduation, pre-retirement gift to myself.
Cool.
I got like $1,500 or $1,800 off of it 2 years ago. I just need more time to use it. It does a lot. It does a real lot.
And you can control it with that? This? Yeah.
No,
Or what is that?
this
Okay.
for
over here.
This is my GeoPro. This basically just tells me where satellites are, and then also, more importantly, most of your better transmissions are at night, twilight, into evening. And right now, here's where we are. Obviously, here is where your darkness begins. Like right now,
Okay.
over Algeria, it's coming into dusk.
Very
The
cool.
dark area is all at nighttime. Libya is in the dark, Nigeria, and all that. But I've talked to quite a few places over here. I'm talking to France. Over there's my map. Everything colored in. I've spoken to.
Oh, I've actually never noticed that until now.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool.
So we are quite a ways from that yet. Probably, I don't know, 5 hours. I don't even know. These are areas. That's nothing to do with the time, but that's areas. Obviously, we're right there. ISS is going to be at our location in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I saw that. Very
We
cool.
might be able to communicate with them. That would be that'd be a great demo. KC3 SXV contacting ISS, QST. I'm not gonna get anything. Normally I hear chatter. I don't hear anything right now.
Aliens. That'd be cool. R.
Oh no, I think that's old. That's old news. That's old.
Oh, it's been up there for a while?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to clear all that. Sorry about that. False alarm.
It's okay. Still, though, it's actually really, really cool that it even lets you know that. It's actually really sweet. Alright. What else? What is this for? Realistic solid state comms receiver? Is that still used?
That's a shortwave receiver.
Okay. Is it used right now or no?
I don't have it hooked up.
Okay.
It's tubes. But I got an old tube radio over there. I can open that. I'll show it to you.
There's Dad's trains. Z-scale, right?
Yes.
Wait, is it Z-scale?
No.
No, not Z-scale. I'm sorry. Z-scale is the really small.
This is an old radio.
Is this N-scale, Dad?
Look, this is a very, very old
We
radio.
have a derailed train here.
I know. I hit it.
Oh wow, that is old.
Very old. It's all tubes. And this is a shortwave. It does amateur radio. It does AM. It does. I think it does FM.
God, look at that.
That's definitely AM.
That's actually really cool because it has a handle up top too,
Yeah, it's very heavy.
so it's
And
portable.
it takes a 120 volt battery if you can find one.
Yeah,
You probably can't find one. I got this at a Handfest. And antenna's right here.
we got a random plane right here
Here's my
too.
antenna for it.
Cool.
My little radio.
So going back to this, is this N scale?
NCO.
N scale. Okay, cool. We got a little derailment here.
I gotta clean the tracks.
Yeah.
It doesn't work right now because it's all. But if you're thinking of starting off ham radio, you want to get your technician license, which is the easier license to get. That's mostly testing you on rules and regulations, and a little bit of electrical background, which is basically Ohm's law. If you know Ohm's law, you'll pass it. That's Earth. That's NASA talking to them right now.
Very cool.
It is very cool.
I mean, it's history.
It's history happening as we speak.
Down here, we've got a battery backup. Is that one I give you, or is that one you bought?
That's the one you gave me.
Oh, cool.
That was not reliable for the fish tank.
Yeah,
Sometimes
but it's
enough
fine back
functions.
here, right?
Yeah, it's fine. So this is this.
All right, what
I
else,
can't
Dad?
talk on that frequency, but I can. I normally talk on 20 meters or 40 meters, and I can show you over
I
here.
was gonna say, can we work our way around?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping to get a lot of it. Obviously, we can't talk about every single piece of equipment. That would be like an hour-long video. So my dad has quite a lot back here. Look at this.
This is good. Well, we'll stick with hand radio for a minute. This is my sling for my arm. I had rotator cuff surgery. It's a lot better. This is the computer I built. Dave and I built this years ago.
Yep,
A while ago, actually.
still going strong.
Now it's my main computer I use for my...
What do you have again? A GeForce, what is it? GTX, what number is it?
I don't know.
I don't even know. It's nothing insane.
There's my...
I don't think you game too much,
now,
right?
so
You just play like
95 degrees and...
Galaga and Pac-Man, whatever.
Oh my god.
Well, no, it's the truth. I mean, you're not into gaming like I am.
Let me do this. I don't have the time. I'm not retired. I like TV in the United States.
That's funny you say
funny.
retired.
Exactly.
And we have an Echo Show here.
This is AR. This is the American National Association for American Radio. Anyone who's involved in ham radio has this. You would log in, and I'm going to tell you what you need. That's my login. That's my
Password, yeah.
Which I can't see, which is good.
Also up here, we've got a camera system,
2.
CCTV. Currently only showing one. I'm not sure how to switch to the grid view, but there's multiple cameras around the property. So, there's eyes everywhere, eyes in the sky. Dad's got a Keurig over here, which I don't think you use too often over here, do you?
I'm moving it over here. I'm actually going to buy a coffee stand and get it down low because I want access to my window. That's all going.
Cool. Oh, really?
It's too difficult to use. I
Yeah.
got to go on a step ladder.
There's a lot of weight in the shelf too. Is that okay?
Okay. Oh my god.
Dad's got a mini fridge over here. This is my water I brought over.
Oh, here we go.
Diet Coke,
There's
creamer.
so many different things. Anybody wants any advice, they can get a hold of me. But you want to. The first thing you got to do when you go to ham radio is you want to go to the FCC site and get what you call your FSN number, which is your number to let you start the wheels moving. From your FSN number, which is basically an identification number, that number will follow you till you die. When you get your licenses, your license, like your technician license, will be off of your FSN number. Then when you, as your progress, like there's my general license right there.
That one up here?
No, right down below.
Where?
Right below the comm monitor on the left side.
Oh, right here.
With the symbol.
Yeah. Cool. KC3 SXV.
And the technician license is not really difficult to get. It's actually pretty easy. So anyway, then you have this thing called QRZ, which I'm a member of, and you guys will be as well. Again, I'm going to log in. The nice thing about this, you could do practice tests.
Wow,
I
that's a
think you can do
lot.
practice tests, but I mainly like this. I have my logbook here. This is going to be interesting. These are all the locations I've contacted.
Cool.
Canada, I don't really count that, but
It's actually really cool.
Bulgaria, that was 4,800 miles away. Spain, 3,600 miles away.
It's a good
Is
distance.
that everything? That's the next page. Most of these contacts I've done down the shore, because the contact rate's a lot better down there because it's flat. And like Russia was 4,800 miles away. Last time I talked to them was July 2nd, 2023.
That's
Scotland, this was a tough one to get, but I finally did get through to them.
So everything is logged.
Russia, again, 4,700 miles.
4,700
It's
miles.
another area in Russia.
Crazy.
And then Slovenia, that was 4,300 miles away. That was back in...
That's cool.
That was last year, August 17th. And then the weekend, August 17th. I'll leave that up. But there's another aspect to this. And that is getting what we call QSL cards. When you communicate with someone, he records your information, you record his information, and a lot of times there's a contest. Like last year, there was a contest during Memorial Day weekend. And I communicated, he communicated, and I got a confirmation
Oh, cool.
card. The day we did the QSL, which is basically a contact. 73 is what you would normally say when you say goodbye. You don't say goodbye, you say 73s. And that's the date, May 24th, that's when we're down the shore. I contacted with that one. And I think this was the same weekend. So they sent me this. It was really cool. You collect QSL cards. This was during the Indianapolis 500. There was actually a couple stations down there that were doing this. Again, May 24th, same day. That's the time I connected with this, which is Universal Time at 1:10. That was 4 hours I had, I believe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So right now it's 3:30 here, and it's 19:30.
Oh, cool.
Which would be 7:30 at night, Universal Time. In the ham radio avenue, we go by UTC, Universal Time. That's the real time of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we go by. So everyone's on the same page. So they confirmed, it was a confirmation, and they sent this back to me, which is really cool, and I'm hoping to do a whole bunch of them again in May.
Cool.
That was a good weekend. I just started this, and I will show you, hold on. That's pretty cool. Memorial Day. This is just something to keep them in. I just started this. You say, well, they send you QSL cards. What do you have when you contact someone? Your call sign, if you want to be in the background and not be known, then don't get into ham radio. They're gonna know who you are. But it's a really good group of people. There's no stalkers or anything. It's a geek hobby for sure. So if you were to contact me, Mr. Dave from Florida, and he would make an HF contact, or he'd be actually a real good contact. I think he only has his technician license, so he's not really open up to a lot of HF. But we can communicate at 50 meters. The reason why you want to get your general class license is that it opens up to all the HF channels. The HF is high frequency. That's going to get you ability to talk to just about the world. Your extra class license, which I'm going for in a couple months, which I'm studying for this week, that will give me everything. There's no restrictions on that. And I'm also a volunteer examiner. Where is that? Is that this? Yep. I can actually help administer a test for anyone who wants to do the technician license in this area.
Oh, really?
I can't
Cool.
do a general. I have to have one extra. I have to have a license above that.
Okay.
So when I get my extra class, that will give me the ability to do not only technician and general, but also extra class. If you get your extra class, it's everything. So this is what I have to have on when I do my. This was the test I had to take. Passed it. It was easy. Then when I go to a show, this is my tech, kind of like a VIP
Is that metal?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
It is metal.
Yeah.
Cool.
You should get involved. A lot of people say, why do you want to go to ham radio? Because when the technology all goes out, this will work. There's a lot of movies you see where you suddenly see everything's down, and then I remember the one I just watched, the day after.
The day after tomorrow.
Okay.
But there's another one you like on Netflix.
Right, yeah, but they had,
Can't think of the name right now.
communication. We just got a shortwave transmission from New York. There's people alive up there. And that's actually true, because that's the only thing that's going to work in a total catastrophe.
Okay.
Radio's never going to go down. Now, so anyway, Dave, I say Dave.
David Banther.
Hey, Banther. Okay, if we can do an HF contact, and I get a lot of Floridians, because you're easy. And I'll explain to you why it's a lot easier to talk to you than you across the street. I'm never going to contact you across the street on HF. When you transmit, it goes up into the clouds and then bounces back. So it's going to go right over my house and never even come anywhere near you as this thing hits my head. But Dave would be good. I did manage to get one of my friends in West Virginia. That's actually pretty close. It's only a few hundred miles away, but the further the better. And that's something Dave and I can do. So anyway, so if you were to contact me, I would put all our information, the day we talk to, your radio, your call sign, your operator, Dave, the time, date, month, and then I would basically mail this QSL card to you.
Cool.
So, and I got this together finally over the summer. It takes time. The only thing I can say is if anyone wants to go into this hobby, don't get dismayed. It's so confusing. There's so many different things you can do. It's not just talking. There's so many different aspects. I can also go online and talk. I'm going to show you. I can actually give you a demo on this. You're going to actually use. Okay, right now. Okay, you've got to calm down, buddy. Okay, right now I'm on my local repeater. I'll show you what it sounds like. Hold on. This is a Lancaster repeater.
connect to the Red Rose repeater.
Now, if I'm away and I'm down the shore, okay, your repeaters are basically local areas. Okay, they're going to be 50 miles away, 100 miles, maybe not 100 miles away, but it allows me to talk to somebody on the other edge of town by going to a repeater, and it does exactly that. It repeats my transmission to another station in the area. It's actually really cool. Now, another way of doing it, you can use technology. I go to, it's called Echolink. There's all different formats. Wait, hold on. Where's my ham radio stuff?
You can just search.
Where's my freaking ham radio stuff? Here we go. So I'm going to go to Echolink. I'm actually going to connect to this repeater. You're going to hear my call sign on here when it connects.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Hold on.
Demo time.
Demo time. So, users. Recent QSOs. I'm going to connect to the... Oh, this is... I'm going to go to the K3IR. Hold on. K3IR. Okay, you don't hear anything, but I'm going to connect now. I'm going to connect. I know it tells it wrong. KC3 SXV. Doing a test signal. If somebody can respond, I'm giving a demo on how Echolink works. I'm good at horrible echo in my ham shack. But KC3 SXV, if anyone wants to come back, do so now.
This is the STA.
It obviously doesn't sound like that because we're getting feedback from the speaker and into the microphone, yeah. Anybody or no?
Well, I can do it this way too. Hold on. KC3 SXV radio check. KC3 SXV radio check and a demo.
K3 SXV. KC3
KC3 SXV, you sound great. The name is Dave here in Strasbourg. Just giving a demo to possible future ham radio operators. How's my signal sound?
KC3 WJ clear.
Sounds great. KC3 SXV clear. Thank you for the help there. Have a great day.
Very cool.
For some reason, it wasn't working on this end. I don't know why. It says I'm linked to it. Let me see something here. Yeah, it's working. So I could actually talk to that repeater. I could be anywhere in the planet. And like
planet, yeah.
Like Dave, for example, you have repeaters down your way in Florida.
KC3 WJ listening.
He's just looking the KC3 EWJ guy. That's cool. Just another guy doing what I'm doing. So if you give me a local repeater down there, I can look it up on what we call a repeater handbook, and actually,
KC3 WJ clear.
and actually I can find your Echolink connection, and then I can talk to you remotely. So what would happen is I would use my Echolink connection. I would talk to the repeater, but the repeater would talk to you through RF, through a regular transmission. It's actually pretty cool.
This is a lot of details to remember.
It's more confusing than you know. I was
gonna say,
that's why you got to start. Your
pretty overwhelming.
You got to start with your technician license,
But in a good way.
There's lots of help videos. If you go to YouTube.com, there's a lot of guys that help you out. There's no money, there's no cost for it. Hopefully you guys have YouTube and you pay for it. It's worth the $14.99 a
The
month.
premium, yeah.
It's definitely worth it.
Premium's amazing.
But there's one site, I think it's the ARRL site, there's a practice test. It's the actual test you'll be taking. The problem is it's a pool of like 300 questions or 500 questions, and you have to get 80% right out of, I think, 50 questions.
Okay.
Which isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's not
But
bad.
you keep taking the test, and as soon as you start scoring 80% or higher on your practice test online, it's time to schedule. You're ready to go, and you're not going to fail it.
And is that the one where they watch you on a webcam?
Well, if you do it remotely, you're going to go.
You're going to go somewhere.
You're going to go somewhere.
Okay.
Probably to a local club. You definitely want to join a local club, but the first thing you want to do is you want to get your FSN number. Before that, you want to get your technician study guide. When we go back to the house, I can show you the guide that I use, and it's what you want to do. Everything's going to be in front of you. You get the book. It's the actual questions from the test. You got a good memory. You don't even really have to learn a lot. Just memorize the questions. You'd be surprised what the mind can do. The only difference is, like, say you go to question 5 and the answer is C. When you take the test, it might not be C. It's going to be based on the actual answer. The answer on the test might actually answer A at that point.
Yeah, makes sense.
So you just have to understand it. And you always rule out the ones that make no sense, or typical multiple choice questions. I passed it the first time. I passed my general class test the first time. But even so, I remember sitting down doing my general. I had the first question that came up, my mind went totally blank. I didn't know. I took a guess. I don't know if I got it right. Then I calmed down. Then the next question, I'm like, I know that answer. I know that. I mean, I'm flying through it. And it's just a little bit of math on the technician test. It's basically knowing Ohm's law, basic, so you know how to figure out power, current, voltage. And it's Ohm's law. E equals I times R. E is voltage equals current times resistance. Just like in algebra, you just take that equation, you can move things around and solve for everything. And power equals current times voltage. So if you have P equals I times E, you want to find out what E is, you take the voltage, which is multiplied, you take the current, divide it, so it's going to cancel that out. So instead of P equals I times E, now you move the I over to the left side, current divided into power will give you the voltage. And you can get anything you want just by one simple equation.
I didn't think we'd be doing math today.
But it's actually
interesting
really
now.
easy. Now the good thing is, when you go to take the general test, and I definitely advise you starting to study for it maybe 6 months after or sooner. A lot of guys will do both tests at the same time, and they pass it. I knew better. But when you start to study for the general class, you're going to learn things that you learned back in the technician test. It's kind of a cumulative of what you learned before, but excuse my language, but all the shit's going to make sense all of a sudden. It's all going to fall into place. You're like, I know what that is now. You're going to learn a whole different things. I got cheat sheets and notes, and yeah. Anyway, that's what you want to do. It's a lot
Very
of fun.
cool.
When we go back, I'll show you the website, and I'll also give you the name of the book that you guys should definitely get. The book you get, it's valid from a certain year to another year. Like the one for the extra class right now, it expires sometime in 2028. This is my second book on the extra class because I never had the time. So I had to throw a brand new book out today.
Literally today?
Yeah.
Out of all days?
Yeah.
That's interesting timing.
I don't want to say it for the wrong book.
Yeah.
And the questions get updated. They just change things. And it's all multiple choice. And I think the extra class, that might be a pool. You have to answer more questions. I think you have to get 75 questions and not 50. And then you got to get 80% of that correct. But if you do your due diligence and study, you're going to be fine. The extra class is going to be tough. That's a lot of math. No open book. You got to know all the formulas are in your head. Or just memorize a lot of questions. Like I said, you have all the questions given you. Every single question, you're going to see it. And the more repetition you do by studying it and just going through the test, I wouldn't even play with the test online. Go through the book. Go through there's so many. Hold on. Come over here. Pause it. Are you okay with doing a 3-minute video? It's an introduction of ham radio.
Oh, no, I'm not going to just show this.
No, you can. It's public. They want you to.
No, I'm saying that I'll link this video right below.
Well, we're going to go about a minute into it.
Okay, a minute.
I want them to feel
That's
comfortable.
fine.
It's very, very easy. This guy, Josh, he's amazing. He helped me get my technician license. And during COVID, everything was shut down. I had to do it remote. And I had to have 2 cameras on me, and everyone was watching me. So I remember I turned my head one for a minute, and I was warned, do not turn your head. They were a little overzealous doing what they do. But I just wanted to get you a feel of this, and I'm going to shut it off for about a minute. But if you go to YouTube, just type in Ham Radio Crash Course. Follow this guy. There's no cost for this. Josh.
Oh, Ham Radio Crash Course, yeah. Right
Yeah.
there. Oh, wow, he's huge. 416,000 subscribers?
Yeah, he's really good.
Good for him.
I'm hoping to meet him one day. He teaches me so many
Is he local or no?
Yeah, look, over here, you're still doing it, right?
Yep.
So this is just an intro. Then you have a general class he does, and I think he does the extra class, and I'm going to start the extra class. But let's just sit back and listen to him talk for a minute.
A6NAZ. I am an amateur radio or ham radio operator. Ham radio requires a license to transmit on. We have specialized bands that allow us to do a myriad of things among use voice communication, Morse code, and send data over the air from point to point. You probably clicked on this video because you are interested in getting your amateur radio license. Good for you. To do that, there are 3 tests. The first level is technician, second is general, and third is extra. The first primarily deals with line of sight communication. Think handheld radio to handheld radio. When you get into general and extra, then you get a lot more bands, which we call high frequency bands, HF bands. Those are the bands where you transmit and your radio frequency that's radiating from your radio will bounce off the atmosphere, allowing you beyond line of sight communication. But fear not, technicians also have some access to the HF bands,
Which is 6
including
meters.
10 meters. We are
that's right, you do have a little
rolling
bit.
into the high solar
I can show you
cycle,
that.
or the high side of the solar cycle, where the strength of the sun, the radiated energy, the radiated heat from the sun energizes our atmosphere and makes the 10-meter band even more effective at.
Let me pause there for a minute. I want to show you guys something here. Where was it? There we go. Okay, 10 meter. Oh, it's not showing me the. Okay, yeah. When you look at one of these charts, you're gonna see these all over the place. E is extra class. A is.
Altitude or?
Oh, no. Technician.
I don't know what I'm saying.
So he's saying you have some technician license on the general, extra class.
Amateur?
No, I don't know. I guess you do have a little bit of. I never try to do HF, other than 6 meters. You can do it. So never mind. Let's continue a little bit here. Sorry.
The radiated energy, the radiated heat from the sun energizes our atmosphere and makes the 10-meter band even more effective at that beyond line of sight communication. So, good idea to get your technician license now. This video and the series of videos I'm dropping
28.3 to 28.5 is you can do some HF, which is
study
nice.
for the technician exam. There are 35 questions on the exam, and you need a pass rate of 75%.
I'm 75%.
I
Sorry.
believe this test
Even
is
easier.
very straightforward. The information can be a little esoteric if you're seeing it for the first time, but
Yes.
it all makes sense. There is no magic in amateur radio, and everything is grounded in science and things that we can experiment with, demonstrate, and replicate. Using this video series is very simple. You just go to the playlist and start going.
So it's an
through
entire
the
series.
sub-elements
Yes.
of
That's
the
cool.
test. The test is broken
Makes it easy to follow.
multiple different sub-elements.
Each
that break
sub-element
them
has
down
different
into
questions.
Topics.
Yeah.
Those topics include rules, what you must behave like or on behalf of as an amateur radio operator, different radio applications and their operation, as well as some important safety information. These videos are made with the help of a website, hamstudy.org. Hamstudy.org is a free website where you can take practice tests.
That's
for
what it
your
was. Okay,
amateur
sorry.
radio license.
So you can actually go online
All
and
technicians
take your
and
test.
extra.
Okay.
For you interested in a
So we're gonna stop
technician,
this now.
go make an account and start taking practice tests as you watch these
Very
videos.
cool.
What you will find is that as you take more practice tests,
Just about
the
done.
tool will tell you which sub-elements you're having issues with. And then you can come watch the videos for
And go
those
back into
specific
those
sub-elements.
areas.
You don't really need to watch all of them. I would recommend taking a couple practice tests and have the testing software, hamstudy.org, tell you where your deficiencies are. Then come watch these videos and they'll help you out. For those of you that don't want to use a website, hamstudy.org also has an application that you can download to your phone, Android, or iOS device. You can also go the traditional route and get books. I highly recommend the books from Gordon
I hear the
Ness.
books.
And also the audio books, like the
Something
Fast
like
Track
that.
series that are available
I have a different
on
one, though.
Audible. There will be links to all of these things in the description for this video, as well a reminder on this playlist. So let's get started with sub-element number 1.
All right, and there's a sub-element number 1. That we don't want to start that. But the first thing you got to do though is you got to get your FSN number. That's your number. That's your identification number with the FCC. I don't think it costs anything. If it does, it's very minimal. And then your technician license is very inexpensive. They're going to test you on things like how long is your license good for? It's 10 years. How long do you have to renew it before you get issues? You have 2 years to renew it if you let it go past that 10 years. If you don't renew it after the 12th year, you got to take that test over again. You don't want to do that. But there's a lot of mentors out there. Anyone that's interested, I will help you. Going back to you, Dave, you and I have to do an HF contact, or even just a local contact. And then once you start getting good, you can get into what we call CW, which is basically this. It's Morse code.
L118.8.
Oh, you actually use that?
Yep. Well, SOS.
Cool.
And that will go through your radar. I don't know CW. That's one of my things I have to study for.
Same.
There's an organization called the Long Island CW Club. That's one of my things I want to do when I retire. A lot of things to keep me busy. And like I said, then you get involved with satellites. You can actually get. There's also satellite TV. You can actually do transmissions. You can actually connect to weather satellites and download weather maps directly from the satellites, which is really, really cool. That's a whole other aspect. I'm going to get involved with that. The first thing is, when you get your first radio, you can get a very inexpensive radio like this. I think this is strictly a 2-meter radio, which will give you your repeater operation. It's heavy too. Feel how heavy it is.
Oh wow, that is
It's
pretty
one
heavy.
big heat sink. When you're talking,
That's crazy.
I'm actually going to put this over here now. So I have a radio over here when I'm doing my stuff.
Cool.
Don't ask. That's the plan. So the big thing is, like, I don't know. This is my first radio, my 991A. And if I could do it all over again, I don't know if I would have did that. This was a little bit, this is like $1,200, but it does HF and it does 2-meter and 70 centimeters. The 2 meters and 70 centimeters, that's going to get you your repeater work and talking across town and local transmissions. We have a simplex net. Simplex net every Saturday night it's 8:30. It's talking directly to another radio. No repeater. It's strictly radio to radio. It's kind of neat. Like last Saturday, I actually talked to in Harrisburg because I have good antennas. We're going to go over the antennas in a minute. But an antenna it's like buying a really, really good stereo and putting a cheap set of speakers on it. Mm-hmm. You just forget it. You just throw your money away. So the biggest thing for you, not only the radio, which is not that important if you're doing 2 meters with repeaters, you want to get a good antenna. You want to be able to get out over everyone else. So anyway, this radio is also a tri-band radio. That's 2 meters, 70 centimeter, and also 23 centimeters. I just replaced an antenna that gives you a tri-band. So I can actually talk to two different frequencies, and I just got a brand new one for Christmas. I still haven't programmed. It's my to-do list. And this is my little brain center over here. David got me this for Christmas, so this is really cool. You see the power thing back here? Back there?
Oh yeah. Yep.
So instead of reaching under the table, if I want to plug something in temporarily, I have my 120, my USB-A, my USB-Cs, and I'm good to go. I don't even know what this is.
And it shows the voltage on the front,
which
is cool.
What is this? I don't even know what this does. Does it do anything? What is this, David? It doesn't even...
That might be decoration. I don't know. It's a retro style hub.
I guess. But I like it. So, then I got my meters and everything. You don't need these, but because your radio does a lot of it. Which the meters are kind of fun because it gives you the light. So when I transmit, I'm just going to see if I can find anyone on Simplex. Shall we do it, guys?
Do it.
Let's do it. KC3 SXV, mobile and listening. I'm not really mobile, but it makes it look like I'm mobile. So when I do this, it's going to tell me how much power I'm transmitting. And my SWR. SWR is going to be the 3 most important letters of your hobby. That's, it's not shortwave radio. It's, my God, standing wave ratio. It's not shortwave radio, but it's standing wave ratio. When you talk to someone, you want this to be as low as possible. Let me see something. KC3 SXV. I'm about a 1, which is good. you don't want it to be all the way up here. This is my power going out. I'm on a 200 watt scale, so there's 200 up there. Let's see how many watts. It's probably going to be 40, 50 watts. KC3 SXV, mobile and listening. I'm at 50 watts. This, my HF, when you do decide you like it, this will give me 100 watts or 200 watts on HF, which is pretty good. Some guys have 1500 watt amps, which is insane. I can get by with very minimal wattage to talk to someone, depending on the right conditions. Like I said, I have a lot better contacts down the shore because I think the salinity of the ocean has a lot to do with it, especially going overseas. But I can pretty much get anywhere in the U.S. depending on conditions. And you have different apps that tell you what the conditions are. Like, let me close this. If I go back to here, my ham radio apps. Where's my ham radio apps? I didn't get rid of it. Let's see. Satellite tracker, geochrome remote, radio, UTC clock. Well, this is another thing too. If you want to suddenly know what time it is, UTC, there it is. It's 1958, and this is 1959. I'm a little bit ahead, but here we go. 3, 2, 1, 1959. So I don't have to guess.
Yeah.
But the pack I have when I go on remote, which would be another video in our series of many, will show you my remote hookup. But right here, the band conditions. Here we go. This is really important apps. Right now, VHF conditions, right now as it stands, if I try to talk at 6 meters, the band's closed, which means it's not working. The conditions are not good. If I want to suddenly just talk on 20 meters, which is normally the one I want to talk on, it's good. It's not excellent, but you will get a hold of someone. If I want to try to talk on 10 to 12 meters, it's poor. I won't even try. And this changes.
Okay.
The closer we get to sunset, it's going to go up. It's going to get better. It's another thing. And then when you put your antennas together, you're out in the field, you want to adjust it, because remember I told you want to get your SWR as low as possible. 1 is perfect. You don't want an SWR of 5. So when you go to transmit, it might not even let you do it because you're getting too much feedback. It's like somebody pushing the waves back at you. In other words, the antenna's not tuned correctly. It's not letting you do its thing. So that's why you have this guy. This is a NSWR antenna. I can pick the band, connect my antenna up, raise or lower it, and get what my readings are. And this is a must. This will run you a few $100. You're not going to get everything at once. Just start with the 2 meters.
It's an expensive hobby, right?
Start with the 2 meters. Pick your radio. If you could afford to get it all-in-one, we call this a shack-in-a-box. This will do everything. 2 meters, 70 centimeters.
So I'll link that one right below. Is that a good starter, you're saying? FT991A.
Yeah, if you have the money, this is your ready radio. I like Yaesu because they're the only ones out there that give you a 3-year warranty. This stuff's expensive.
That's good, yeah.
Okay, the other one is more like the Apple of ham radio, and that's ICOM. Excellent equipment, very expensive, but they only give you a 1-year warranty.
Okay.
Now, I already had an issue with this. My DVI connection went bad.
It would not output, yeah.
And I almost said I'm going to live with it. And I said, no, this thing cost a lot of money. I think what happened was I had this in the back, and the DVI cable was scrunched up against a brace, and I think it shorted it.
Okay.
And the one thing too, in the summertime or fall, springtime, if you're not using it, you want to disconnect your antennas because of thunderstorms. A lot of people think just in the summertime is your most dangerous time. Actually, another dangerous time is in the wintertime because it's so dry. Just picture you walking in your house, you don't have a humidifier, you're on the carpet, you go to hit a light switch, you get zapped. Same thing. Mm-hmm. Static electricity builds up and then it has to go somewhere at some point. You don't want it to go through your radio. So another very important thing, as you walk over here, is see that copper wire? The copper.
Yeah.
That's your ground. All my radios are grounded.
Okay.
So now we're going to go outside. Then we'll come back in.
Then we'll probably wrap the video soon because this is getting really long.
It's really interesting.
But if you want to do a part 2, we can.
You can get a very inexpensive 2-meter 70 centimeter antenna. That's my 2-meter. That's actually a tri-band.
Yeah, right
That's where I do all
there.
my 2 meters from.
Okay.
Okay. That one was probably about $89.
That's
Okay.
it?
If you think you might get tri-band, then just get the tri-band antenna. I didn't do that. I got a normal 2-meter, 70 centimeter antenna, and I ended up buying another antenna, so I now wasted like $50 or $60. Try to think ahead. Because just because it's tri-band doesn't mean you have to use it that way. But a 2-meter, 70 centimeter antenna, you get a decent one for $40.
And what are these big ones?
This one in front is,
This one?
that's an HF antenna.
Okay.
Okay?
Very tall. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's 19 feet. That's HF.
And that one
That'll
back
get me
there.
almost all the bands. It won't get me the higher bands, but I'm not licensed for the real high bands. And the one back there is a 6-meter antenna.
Okay.
And that's satellite, obviously. But over here, again, very important. There it is. There's my copper wire.
For ground, right?
It's going into an 8-foot ground rod.
Oh, cool.
So all my radios are ground right there. At least in theory.
In theory.
Now over here, I gotta use the bathroom. This, zoom in on it. You should, you know what? Pause.
Okay, just
Come
keep
back. And just open it with this.
going. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a good lead.
We'll see. I'll try to work it into editing.
Oh no, get the whole thing.
I know that I'm doing a zoom out. We'll see. I'll figure it out.
Am I live again?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I also have, the way I wired it, it's really complicated, but I have a controller that if I lose power, it will switch all to battery backup. My batteries are charged 24, well not 24.
Oh, solar.
Wait, 12 hours a day through solar.
Very cool.
So if we have a catastrophic issue in the country or in the local area,
It's gonna stay up.
I'll be able to communicate.
Very cool. Is that it?
Nope.
Oh.
That's my main.
That one up there.
That's my main 2-meter antenna. That's called a Yagi, and it's directional. So right now it's pointing to the northwest. It's more important for simplex. Because if I'm trying to talk to someone in Mannheim or whatever, I don't have a repeater because I'm on simplex. Directional will make a huge difference. So I will rotate depending on what I'm trying to do.
Cool.
Come over here. These are the weed things that I get rid of for you this weekend.
There's a lot to take away from this, guys.
Okay. Now, and that's definitely grounded because you don't
Yeah.
want lightning damaging it. Now, this other wire, do you see this wire here?
Right around here. I don't know if you can see it on video, but it's right around there.
What happened?
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh, I actually disconnected it.
Why?
This is an NFEN antenna. This is another HF antenna. There's my wire. It goes from there all the way up into the tree.
Okay.
And that will do the same thing as an HF antenna. It may actually be better, it may be worse, I don't know. But when you get into the 80 meters, you need a really, really long antenna. It's about wavelength, and you'll learn about that in your technician license class. And also, the technician license is more about safety. Things you can do and cannot do. Now over here in the house, I have another station.
There's more.
There's more. I have an HF antenna back there. That's my main 2-meter antenna I use during the night. 2-meter, 20 centimeter. 70 centimeter. And then this is a 6-meter antenna. And
It's huge.
in 10 meter, I can actually rotate it. It's not a rotator.
Very cool.
And then here,
We're not done yet, guys.
we're done. This is a radio cat. It's not a real cat. He's controlling my hand radio. No, he's just
Beep boop. Oh, he's sleeping. Good
Now
boy,
over here,
Timber.
because I have an awesome. Sorry, cat. Because I have an awesome wife. This is my 2-meter, 70 centimeter setup.
49 degrees.
With the weather again.
Big money.
When you normally key
Eight.
you normally key a 2-meter radio, a repeater, you'll get a signal back. Watch. And that's basically since I communicated with it. Now over here. Your stomach, Caroline?
41.
No. Is my shoes
I don't
on
have
the
a whole
floor?
lot on here. I can hear different emergency services on the radio too. Here. So that's that one.
What are these?
Those are just meters again.
Okay,
Give me
I
a visual
see.
indication how much power I'm putting out and my SWR.
And there's 2 of them. Why?
One's for HF, which is over here, this radio.
There's radios everywhere in this house.
This is a station I listen to. It's a maritime station. And they actually look for emergencies out in the ocean, in the Atlantic Ocean. But they also allow us, They also allow us ham radio enthusiasts to actually check in with them. So I'm actually registered with them too.
Okay.
And that's that. And this is the one I take down the shore. This is my local one. This is my field one. I put this on so the cat likes to lay on things. It's almost pushed my radio over once. So now I have this.
So it's bolted. Oh, it's a
I
little.
put a rail up.
Yeah, that's cool.
And,
Smart.
And the cats like to vomit and everything. So, all right, this is.
So
probably,
is this the manual that you
This is
mentioned?
probably the most important thing.
Okay.
ARRL puts this out. Okay, these are your books. You want to get this one, Level 1 Technician.
Okay.
But here's your thing. When you look at it, you got to look at this. If say you look at your technician and it expires June 30th of 2026, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Wait till July to go get it. Now, this one is good from the 2024 to 2028. I'm gonna get my license this year for the extra class. I'm on level 3, and this has all the questions, all the answers. No one's trying to trick you. They want you to know what you're doing. And again, if you're just good at memorization, I'm not saying that's the way you should do it. But if you're really good at memorization, you'll pass the test without really trying. At least the technician.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, when you go for the general, it's going to be a recap of what you learned in the technician, and you're going to say, "Oh, that now is all suddenly going to make sense to you because you're going to have been in it for a while." Now when I do this, it's going to be a cumulative thing of this, and then this is all the really hard stuff.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Can this book just be bought on Amazon, or is this a special place you got to buy it from?
You go right to the website. There, it's.
But is it on Amazon as well, or no?
It is, but you might get a better price.
Okay.
You might get a better price on.
Either way, I'll link it right below on Amazon, guys. Check it out.
Yeah, you have it now.
Yep.
But this is what they want. David Banther has this. That's his next level, and he's a smart guy. He'll pass it fine. Anyone, you can pass this, guys. It's really in-house.
Okay.
In Europe, it's really big. Not only with the guys, but there's a lot of female ham radio operators, young. It's a big thing over there.
Why is that?
Because I think there's a lot more chances of turmoil over there where they'll actually have to use this.
Oh, interesting.
Just go back to look at World War II and everything else. That there's certain things you can't talk. There's certain countries you can't talk to. You cannot talk to North Korea.
For obvious reasons.
That's on a test.
Interesting.
It's on a test. Now, if you're on a band, and say your band, I'm just going to use an example. Say your technician license allows you, that's actually your HF license, say it allows you to transmit on 20.5, then anything over 20.5 goes into the next level of authority, which would be the extra class. When you talk on a station, you're going to learn this. You're not exactly talking on, say, like 20.6. It's actually 20.65 something. So if you're right at the max and you go to transmit and you say yes to that question, you're going to fail it. You got to go back. There's a certain little inner frequency that overlaps where you're going. So you're at 20.6. It's actually going to go a little bit over that. So you have to know to stay under that. It's not a test.
Okay.
And it's going to be so confusing, but you're going to get it down. I was so confused when I started this, and I wish I had we're going to go back there in a minute, but I got a really good definition, and I'll close with that after I use the bathroom.
So the video's not done yet?
Right?
Is the video done?
One more.
Or are you going to wait on that one thing?
One more thing.
Okay.
Actually, I want you to start off with this. It's a really...
Well, we'll
it's
see.
It's a definition of ham radio.
Obviously, I'll figure it out in the edit.
Because a lot of people will say, why do you need ham radio? And I finally came up with a nice blurb that I
Okay.
yell up and give it to people. It can be a very expensive hobby.
Mm-hmm.
That radio back there was like $3,500.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's the price of a Vision Pro.
It's also a price.
Wait, am I gonna follow you in there or no?
Now, if you look at this, we are getting closer to darkness. And here's a NOAA satellite, weather satellite right there at that position right now, which is really cool. We are here. And the geochron, where all this transmits from, is right over here. I guess that's right below Seattle, right below Washington. Or is it California? I wish I could zoom in.
It's hard to say, yeah.
So, but we are in zone number 5 in this part of the country.
Okay, cool.
And that's where David Banther is. So, there it is. I can't find the. Now I found this.
Yeah, I got you that for
Oh.
Christmas.
Where's the other thing? See, I thought that stand went with this.
No, that's for Charlotte's picture.
Yeah, so
that
this-
you just kind of nail into or screw into the wall.
Okay. Oh, good.
I don't know where it's gonna go.
So now when I go down the shore, don't yell at me. This is why ham radio is a lot of fun. I have a lot of money invested in it. These guys get upset because I don't spend a lot of family time, but I only have a little window to make this happen. But I'll try to be a little better this year. And I'm moving the antenna away from that area. It's not going to be anywhere near them. It's going to be in the front of the house.
Lilo knocked it down last year.
Yeah, and
The dog.
it wasn't a good weekend for it. Well, whatever. It was good though. It was fine. So I'm gonna shut these down. It was a simplex. I actually have this on in my car all the time. Now, one question, and it's not a trick question. It's gonna say if you have a technician license, you need to communicate to someone during an emergency. Can you use any of the other bands? Of course you can. You can go onto an HF band because it's an emergency.
Interesting. I was thinking no.
You
Okay.
You can.
So it is a trick question.
You can. So, yeah, the technician license is basically all rules and regulations and a little bit of theory. But it's the kind of theory it would have been like 4th or 5th grade electricity in school.
Mhm.
Easy stuff. Really, really easy stuff. There's going to be resistor codes for your resistors. I forget what. There's always little things that teach you how to do it. But I've been doing electronics since I was 13 years old. So that was the easy part of the test. I didn't have to study that. I knew everything already. Our next video, we're going to go over to here, a little sneak preview. I am getting into home audio repair. And my oscilloscope,
No, cool.
and this is my first thing I want to repair. It's a kind of like a close and play radio. The stylus broke off because as this thing goes across the record, it hits a contact and it's supposed to move the whole needle thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it didn't. Listen, I'll show you a test thing. There you go. That's a square wave.
Cool.
But what I can do is, real quick, if you have a stereo and say it's rated 50 watts a channel, using my meter, digital meter, using my oscilloscope, which would be a sine wave, when I turn the volume up and I use a load resistor, so I don't have the speakers going with 100 watts back here. You don't hear anything. As soon as the sine wave starts to get distorted, I back it off. And then you see what the voltage is. I use simple Ohm's law, and it tells me how many watts per channel.
Very cool.
So a lot of cool things. And I got my Raspberry Pi I'm going to start doing. Got all this crap to do with quickly. The power supply. I'm going to move the power supply up here now. My wave
Yeah.
generator. That's a sine wave. If anyone. You know what? There we go. Whatever.
Cool.
Did you put this at an angle?
I did
Okay.
because it's on the corner.
This, I found this at a ham fest. Basically, a ham fest is like an outdoor flea market for the ham radio equipment. I found my original meter I got when I was a kid.
That's cool.
I think I was 13 or 14 years old. But this is my original analog meter from Radio Shack.
Very cool.
It's so weird.
And it works?
We don't use things like this.
Yeah.
It's all cleaned up, and I love it. I also have an original Simpson, and there's the original box it came in. Why is this? Did we bend that? Doesn't it look weird?
Yeah, it looks like it's bending back.
Why? I can't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Careful.
I gotta dust this too. That's pretty much it. I lost so many kits to build, but I'm getting ready to do all my repairs, and we're getting ahead of ourselves. So I got regulators all ready to go. We kind of replaced the regulators for 7812, 7815, 7805. My capacitor kits, resistor kits. Those are color code. Each one has a color code on it. Resistors. I got quarter watt, half watt, whatever you need. I got it. So this is it. And I got my thermal grease, which you know about.
Yes.
That's the paste you put on a power transistor between the metal and the heat sink. Then I got aluminum cleaner, which will basically shine up stuff like this.
Oh, cool.
And I got a component tester, a whole bunch of different things. And I got a set of speakers I don't have to wire in yet, so I can listen to it and how it sounds. So that's it. I get out of here.
Yes. Thank you so much, Chad, for the in-depth tour. And if they want to contact you, could they?
Is this you?
On your radio?
Did you bring this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that glass being there. Yeah. Well, yeah. Absolutely.
And your call sign again?
Like I said.
What is it? Tell us.
KC3S6V, Kilo Charlie 3 Sierra X-Ray Victor. The first thing you want to do is get your FSN number.
Okay.
I forget. I should know what.
I'm trying to end the video and I'm asking more questions.
It's in there. It's the first chapter you open up on that book. It's going to
Okay.
tell you need it. As soon as you see that, stop. Get your number. That
Okay.
number's going to follow you around until you die. And it's very sad when you do die. You're then known as a silent key. Very depressing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Dad.
Am I going to do this now?
Appreciate it. No, we're not going to do that right now.
My son got me this.
Completely separate video. Yes, Easy SMX.
How long is it going to take?
Okay, guys, that was an incredibly in-depth video. Honestly, I was hoping for at least 10 minutes. This video, no joke, is probably 40 minutes long-ish. Got a lot of editing to do because I'm coming right back here
And
for
I
dinner.
apologize. This was just a general introduction. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do specific videos on doing different things. Like when you go out in the field, I want you to learn how to set up your meter, your antenna. You're gonna need a meter. Don't skimp on your meter. You want to get something that's gonna get you the lowest SWR for the meter for the band you're gonna be using that day, which means you're gonna make good communication. What are you laughing at?
It's like I keep trying to sign off. I have a lot to edit.
Sorry.
Thank you so much, Dad.
Javi.
Awesome tour. Be cool. Be cool.
Javi.
And we'll see you in future videos, right?
David out. Yeah.
Peace.
I kind of actually want to do my own channel with this. We'll see.
Be cool. Be cool.
Yeah.
See you guys.